Hello, this is my printerbot original. Sorry, I don't know how good this is actually capturing. I'm using a GoPro instead of my normal camera. Um, so, this is a printerbot original that I printed out completely and out of another 3D printer and then laser cut this base at work. Um, Now, not everything's working. Basically, the fan, the extruder, uh, the heated bed, and the thermistors all are working. Not a problem with any of that, and I'm pretty sure these limit switches are working. I haven't really worked on them. You can see I got a couple here and there. I know it looks like a wiring mess right now, but it's just what I have to get this checked out. Now, I started with these, I don't know how well you can see that, started with these 6-strand NEMA 17s, with the 6 wires, and figured out what the polarity was between the two coils, and mess with that to try and get what was proper. I might be completely off on what's right. Now, as you can see, this is a 4-strand one with the color-coded. Now, I'm going to go over here into Repetir, and I'm going to try and move it 1 millimeter. I don't know if you can see that it sits there and jerks. That's what I get with all my motors. So that's one, and it's like it wants to push it, but it's getting reverted back. Now here's a 10-step. As you can kind of just hear it for a long time. I'll put it right up there. I don't know how well you can hear that. And then if I put it on 50, it just squeals. So that's what's happening with all my motors. I took off the motor on this side. There's supposed to be one over here. Just because I was doing a test like this on that motor as well. Now, the only thing I can think of is it's something with my firmware, or I don't know if you can see that. I'm using a very old computer supply as my power supply, and it's a 250 watt max. Now, I'm guessing that's plenty enough to run these, but I guess I really don't know. So I don't know if it's a matter of I need to get a new power supply or something with my firmware. If you guys could help with my firmware, I am using an Arduino board and a Arduino Mega and a oh god, what is it called? Ramps board on top there. You can see the all the little controllers there. And now I know that you have to mess with those to get everything proper, and I have messed with them a little bit. I made a wood screwdriver like 3 times, just a flathead to move them around a little bit, and I've gotten no progress with these motors. So I don't know, because I thought it was maybe I bought a bad batch of motors, and yes, this is a mini compared to these are the full size. I figured if this did work, I could probably use it on the extruder and save some weight on my gantry. So basically, I'm just stuck with it. No, that's the opposite direction, and I'm stuck with just jerks instead of actual movement. So if I try and run a program, where I say this is all together and I try and run something, it will not work. Now, this thing is mechanically, it's built out of just whatever I could get my hands on, old printer rods and stuff, but the motors themselves and all the equipment like that I bought other than the wires to the board, which I guess could be a problem too.